The teleological argument for the existence of a deity. In the Western world, another argument has been advanced for why it is that we know that there is a God. And this argument begins with contemplating, reviewing, thinking about the existence of a universe and things within it, and noticing or observing, finding that there is a certain order, a certain arrangement of a complexity that has no other explanation but some intelligence that led to it, that organized the order, an agency. At the end of the 20th and now into the 21st century, there has been a recreation of this argument known as intelligent design. But the argument itself has gone back many, many centuries. And for just as long, philosophers have noted some difficulties with this argument, flaws or weaknesses. We can look to the thought of David Hume, a Scottish philosopher, a skeptic, to see many of the essential problems with the argument. But before doing that, let's present one of the most popular ways in which the argument had been advanced. William Paley said, if you look at the universe and you see this order, we'll take a particular example. If you were to see a watch, a pocket watch, lying in the floor of a forest, you would notice that it's significantly different from anything else lying about. You pick it up and find it's unlike the rocks and the dirt, the soil, the branches, the leaves of the trees that have fallen, the trees themselves, and everything else around. That doesn't seem to be anything like the complexity that you see when you pick up that pocket watch and look at the gears inside of it, those wheels that turn interlocked with one another and lead to the motions of the hands of the watch, the clock. You look at that and think there must have been some agency, some intelligence behind it that put it together. So too the universe displays such order. As with the planets moving around the sun and our own planet, not too far away that we freeze or have no life, nor too close that we burn up, nor would ever have had the life as we know it, just the right distance. And the moon, just the right distance to eclipse the sun. It seems like this is too fortunate to have happened by accident. And likewise, the features of a human body or that of other animals, with eyes that see in front of us the direction in which we're moving for dangers and what have you. Intelligence abounds in the evidence of those who look for this order. However, there has been, for centuries now, criticisms of this approach. Many different ones, starting with, let's say, the order. How much order is there that you need in order to conclude there must be intelligence, as opposed from some random configuration? How many other universes do we have, in fact, to compare this one to, in order to say whether this universe is more ordered or less ordered, or maybe it's the minimum ordering needed in order to have a universe at all. Maybe the energy configurations need to produce certain types of what we call order in order to produce the configurations of what we call mass bodies. One of the results of this being what we call the force of gravity. Yes, this argument has those problems with it. Further, even if it was to lead to a conclusion that there's an intelligence behind it all, how many? Why only one? And how intelligent is the intelligence? All perfect? When you look at the degrees of disorder in the universe, even if you came to the conclusion there's more order than disorder, there's still all that disorder. And for all that we don't know much more, and there may be ultimately more disorder. So the teleological argument for the existence of God has its flaws, and they've been pointed out for some time, but it doesn't prevent people from bringing back that argument from time to time as we have it again in our present day.